Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to introduce Java programming. So we are going to see about the history of Java, what are the basic features of Java, and also we are going to see the Java interpreter and compiler. So these are the two translators used in Java. So first we are going to see about the history. Java is an object-oriented programming language developed primarily by James Gosling and his colleagues at Sun Microsystems. So Sun Microsystems is a company these people are working. So James Gosling is a primary person, and also his colleagues developed a language, okay, and it is successfully called as Java. It is also an object-oriented programming language. So we already discussed about different oriented languages, structure-oriented, procedure oriented, and finally we saw about object oriented programming language in previous videos. So Java comes under object oriented programming language. So James Gosling is a primary person, along with his friends developed a language at Sun Microsystems. Okay, the language was initially called Oak. So here he named after the oak trees outside Gosling's office. So outside Gosling office there was a tree, oak tree. So he wanted to give a name to the language which he developed. So he just gave a name Oak. Later the project went by the name Green. So they changed the name to Green and then finally renamed to Java. So this is the brief history of Java. Now you are going to see in 1991 the Sun Microsystem developed Java to develop software for consumer electronics. So officially Sun Microsystems started developing Java programming mainly for consumer electronics. So normal electronics with household appliances. Okay, so he developed softwares like for AC, TV, all that. They need some softwares to run that. So they use Java programming to develop. Okay, so they use the software for they use Java programming to develop software for the consumer electronics to solve similar problems as basic C and C++. So before Java they were using basic and C and C++ to do this. Then they finally came into Java. Platform independence is the advantage of Java. So other languages, if you develop in one system, that is one operating system or one platform, it cannot be transferred to another platform, okay, another operating system or another resource, okay, hardware resource. So but Java is an platform independent, so it works everywhere. So that's a main advantage of Java, moving easily from one computer system to another. So maybe it might have been running in a low profile system, then it also can run in an high profile system, and also same like vice versa. That is, if it has been developed in an high profile system, it can also run in low profile. So movable, it is a portable language. Java has adopted many features of C++. Since it is an object-oriented programming language, most of the features are taken from C++. Originally designed to execute applets. See, C++ is already an object-oriented programming language. They developed Java to execute applets. So this is mainly used for, as they need a separate language to run in a web browser. So they basically developed Java to run some programs, some programs in web browsers. So that is the reason they developed this new language. So originally designed to execute applets. So applets are nothing but a program executed by using web browser. Normally web browser which it also runs some programs, right? So applet is a program which is executed only through web browsers. Later gained wide acceptance as programming language. So first they developed as an applet to run an applet in web browser. Okay, they Java used to create applets. Then later on it has been accepted as a programming language, same like basic C and C++. Now we are going to see the basic features of Java. It is an object oriented programming language. We already seen that. Okay, so it has all the features of object oriented programming. Okay, programs are both compiled as well as interpreted. This is something special in Java because other languages they use either compiler or they'll use interpreter. Both are translators which is used to convert the high level, that is the source program, to the object program, that is the machine code. Okay, so both are translators. So each and every language uses either interpreter or compiler, but Java uses both compiler as well as interpreter. Can access data from local system as well as from the internet. So here another speciality is it can access the data from the local computer which that program is running, as well as it can take the data from the internet, that is resource. Okay, it can take the data from the server also. Java program is written within a class, so the whole program will come under a class. Okay, so everything, all the statements and whatever classes, whatever functions, whatever things you are using, it should all be wrapped within a class. Okay, can create applets and applications. So it can create either applets or applications. So we can always create applets. That's what the primary reason they developed Java, and also later on they were accepted to create applications. Java is a case sensitive language. So some of the languages same like Java, it is case sensitive. Say for example, capital A is different from small a. Okay, so it is a case sensitive, and there are some statements, there are some rules or norms to use in the way to use it in the program. So if you use it in different way, it will show an error, right? If the program says you ought to use lowercase characters, you have to use lowercase characters. If the first character should be in capital, you have to make it as capital. So you have to follow the norms, you have to follow the rules, right? So that's the reason they said Java is a case sensitive language. Now we are going to come to the Java compiler and interpreter. Java language treats compiler and interpreter in different ways. So normally these both are translators. Compiler and as well as compiler and interpreter both are translators, but Java language treats both different ways. Okay, Java compiler converts the source code into byte code. You can see the picture here, you can see the Java source code. Now they use as compiler to convert the source code, that is the normal program, into the byte code. Okay, so normally Java uses byte code. Okay, the Java interpreter converts byte code into machine code suitable to the specific form. That's very important. So the byte code is a common thing. So this byte code is been interpreted. So you are using another translator called interpreter to convert into the machine code of different platforms. So you can see OS2, Unix, Windows, these are all different platforms. So this is speciality of Java. Normally any other language you will convert the source code into the machine code directly, either through compiler or interpreter. Java uses both. Okay, so first thing is it will convert the Java source code into byte code using a compiler. So byte code becomes common. Okay, it can be taken anywhere, and it can be interpreted, that is translated into machine code, which can run in any of these platforms. Okay, it can be OS2 or Unix or Windows. Now this Java virtual machine, that is JVM, that is interpreter. Java interpreter is also known as Java virtual machine. You will call it as JVM. Okay, not only converts byte code received from Java source code, but also from non-Java environment. So not only, so if it finds some byte code, some translated form, it will automatically convert it to machine code. Okay, not only from the Java, it may be from non-Java environment also. Referred as virtual machine due to the nature of conversion of byte codes from multiple source code. So it is a virtual machine. Okay, it is since it is called as virtual machine, it can take all any nature of conversion. So any type of byte codes can be taken from different sources, and it can be converted, okay, into the machine code, or which can run into any of the platforms. That's the speciality of this JVM. So hope you understood this video. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, thank you.